1:27 p.m.
1:27 p.m., which means it's time for YouTube's AI video suggestions. Yes, I haven't done this in a while, but YouTube, they've been refining their AI suggestions stuff. Yeah, so this is the studio. You see all your videos here, but up at the top, on the far left is inspiration, and if you click on inspiration, it takes you to this thing where it shows you these AI-generated suggestions for videos that it thinks you should make. So YouTube thinks that I should make a video about my vintage electronics meltdown, what really killed this seemingly robust device. Really? Okay, meltdowns. Well, I don't have anything quite melted down to do a video on, but I guess YouTube wants me to fail something. The other one is, let's see, The Lost Art of Automated Music, Reviving a Vintage Foreground Music Machine. That doesn't really make any sense. And this woman here, she's got tubes and a dial. It's definitely Techmoan territory. The Lost Art of Variable Capacitors when radios were built differently. That is because a commenter was talking about air gap capacitors as opposed to the potentiometer digital tuners, those in the last video. That's based on a commenter's comment. What happens when retro tech meets today's obsession with AI? Well, that's just something I'm not even going to bother to talk about. Beyond the chip, micro-scale engineering that shaped our digital world. Well, that is a very, very big chip there with a little magnifying glass. Thank you, AI. Deciphering the bizarre musical machines of 1980s shopping mall soundtracks. That is so specific. Deciphering the bizarre musical machines of 1980s shopping mall soundtracks. Well, again, that's Techmoan does those kinds of machines, but I don't think there's anything bizarre about that. Just, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Clock. Let me see here. Okay. Let's see where we go to. Come on. Okay. Let's see, the next one's The Unseen Gears, Faking a Digital Clock with Analog Ingenuity. That's suggesting that because of the film clock that I showed off, but the AI version of that clock, that's just not quite getting there. Deconstructing the unrepairable. Can this 1950s TV be resurrected? Obviously, that's not my wheelhouse. There are channels that do that. The found TV restoration, but that's not my channel. Red Hair Girl says, recreating the sound of yesterday's media, the physics of vintage audio, and she's got a tube there. You got to have red hair to do that with the big tube. The Secret Lives of Satellites, what happened when spacecraft die? Yeah, it's not quite my channel either, but there you go. Fran's Lab Tour, unveiling the quirks, gadgets, and organized chaos. That's definitely responding to comments about, but yeah, I mean, I've done that, sure. The obsolescence paradox, when new tech becomes old faster than ever. Then I'm not going to do a video about that. Okay, let's go on. Deconstructing the unbreakable inside a 1970s industrial control system. Yeah, I guess if you find one, that'd be a good video. Retrofuturism Unboxed, unveiling that mysterious dual antenna radio model. Okay, so this is because I talked about in comments my standard radio that's sitting behind me. It's got two antennas on it, and someone made a comment, and so it generated that based on that comment. The hidden world of vintage telephone switching, no internet required. I think I have done that video. I have a film about the telephone exchange, which I put up, which talks about all that. I didn't really have to do a video on it. It's like I've got the film, I showed the film. The hidden genius behind pre-internet analog communication networks. Fine. The hidden engineering of Cold War era consumer electronics. Okay, it's all this hidden stuff, hidden geniuses, hidden world, hidden futurism, hidden destructible. Building an enshittification resistant internet with abandoned 90s tech, and there's the guy in his man cave with all of his monitors burning. Yeah, no, I'm not going to build an enshittification resistant internet. If you can, good luck to you. Oh man. Moving on. Okay, let's see. Next one, DIY mechanical display, building a segment clock with light and gears. I believe we just did that video. What if we build modern devices with 1970s components? Yeah, good luck with that too. The case of the exploding power supply, what went wrong? And so this is not Electro Boom. You know, pink-haired girl with shining device in dark says, beyond the dial, the obscure signals hiding in vintage shortwave radios, but you gotta be a pink-haired girl to do that video, sorry. Beyond silicon, exploring forgotten computing architectures and their quirks. Sure. Franz found features, the amazing mid-century concepts that never happened. Well, isn't that basically what my channel's all about? All right, here's another one. Franz Countdown Clock, rebuilding the lost Saturn V display. I did that project, thank you very much. Can a cheap radio be made better, revisited, advanced mods? No, I am not going back in that frickin' radio. The truth about Uranus, you said Uranus. Where are the missing planets? Duh! Where are the missing planets around Uranus? The curious case of self-destructing power brick engineering catastrophe. Electro Boom, hello. Beyond the microchip, the surprising engineering of the oldest wearable tech. That's because I did the pocket watch video with the time grapher, of course. The strange science of failed inventions, why good ideas sometimes just fizzle. Okay, so the trend is fail, hidden, unboxing, explosions, unknown. So basically it's like what I do, you know, uncovering stuff that people forgotten about, forgotten technology. That's what FranLab is all about. But a lot of these suggestions are based on specific comments that have been made recently that I've responded to, and we've had conversations in the comments about different things. And so it's like, oh, a commenter made a comment about this thing, Fran responded to that, so this should be a video. And that's kind of like the core of a lot of that stuff. But let's see, I think we've got a few more here. Okay. Reviewing Philips's Forgotten Hi-Fi. Well, okay, if you find Philips's Forgotten Hi-Fi, we'll review that. My analog time capsule, a tour through FranLab's weirdest unseen gear. That is what FranLab is all about. That's all I do. The whole frickin' place is a time capsule. That's like, you know, what else is there? And it's like, that's the whole thing. Okay, so couldn't create illustration with Space Cat unpacking the quirks of early computer-controlled electromechanical systems. YouTube could think of the title, but couldn't think of a thumbnail for that. All right. Retrotech Mythbusters, well, already, you know, you're dropping the name of like a very prominent channel. I'm not going to do that. Are batteries really bad with AC power? Okay, so that is specifically because of a comment that was talking about using batteries with that radio that I was showing, and we had a conversation about that back and forth. So that's based on that. AI shameless plagiarism, recreating classic circuits with zero effort. That's YouTube knowing that it's plagiarizing content, suggesting that as a video. So it's like, what is it like? Attack me, please. Eat me, please. And Beyond the Glow, hacking a crystal solar system globe for custom displays. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to hack the solar system globe. What are you going to do with it? It's a freaking globe. You're going to make a display out of that. What? And you're going to have it like display Morse code by flicking on and off? Put light changing LEDs in it. Ooh. It's going to change colors. Look at me. I've made it better. because the solar system's changing colors on its own. Oh my god. So yeah, some of those suggestions are just completely bonkers. But you could see destruction, failure. But it's emulating a lot of other channels. Techmoan, Electroboom, Mr. Carlson's Lab. It's suggesting that I should do content that my fellow YouTubers are doing. You know, but it's like we all have our wheelhouses. We all have our own little niches. You know, and I'm doing my own thing with my stupid little displays and forgotten tech and all that stuff. I will put a pin in that, AI. I will take into consideration your heartfelt suggestions, but I kind of like doing my own thing. Quite happy to be doing my own content. So, yeah, alright. So there was it. The YouTube AI's helpful suggestions for videos that I should be making that apparently I am not. Oh no, we got low battery warning.
In the lab. It's where I work. In the lab. Go berserk. In my lab. It's where I work. That's what you're watching. Friend Lab. That's what I'm doing. Working at the bench again.